Hello, good evening, as viewers. If you are new to the channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. Mr. Chinedu Michael, we learned that the protests that rocked Nigeria, major cities in Nigeria yesterday, talking about Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and all other major cities in Nigeria. The herdsmen virtually invaded the protest ground and chased people away.
Everybody was surprised. We don't know actually whether the herdsmen actually misdirection or misroad. From running from one safe point to another. But we saw it play out very clearly that the herdsmen and the protesters and even the police, everybody was on the road yesterday. There was clashes. They don't know where to start from, and unfortunately, this happens somewhere in Nigeria, where we have a city that is very close to government, to the power. Well, that keeps us at this point in time. It then looks like Nigerians are strongly standing up against anything that has to do.
Now an official security agency in Nigeria.
I don't know. That's what the question was thrown everywhere. And it becomes a mystery to how the whole thing is going. Me, I am not against protest. And I'm against police using force, brutality to muzzle down or to stop anything that has to do with protest. Sowore and the rest of them Take Back Nigeria should be commended anyway. Let me put that way. But looking at it the other side, what is actually the impact of this protest on Nigeria? I think there should be another angle to coming out to protest on issues that are directly affecting the masses.
But Mr. I think the bottom line is this is a cyber crime. There's police angle of using it to harm Nigerians, abusing that act or that law. That informed the protest. And again, the issue of state of emergency, that the president do not have right to impose the emergency. Those are two major issues that instigated.
Yes, but out of 4,000 civil society organizations in Nigeria, why is it that we are only seeing this Take It Back Nigeria or whatever, Take Back Nigeria or whatever it is? And what is this?
Somebody actually want to take Nigeria back.
No, I'm looking at the significance of the impact of the protest always. This is not the first time we saw the hunger strike. Has the hunger stopped? Has government been able to change their policies? We're seeing another one, cybercrime or whatever. Okay, and agreed. You have alerted the world. But I think we wanted to see a situation where the Nigerian Labour Congress is joining, National Union is joining, TUC is joining, Pengasin, everybody, all the labor union,
to bring the necessary pressure on government.
That is nothing. That's nothing. You understand? So it makes me everything. Okay, look at when you talk about protests in Nigeria. Now, what they tell you? The northern youth has already distanced themselves. They're no longer interested. Of course, the Biafrans, the Igbos themselves, know fully well that it is no go area or on their own side, considering the sentiment that they have against Igbos when it comes to any issue that has to do with protests of this kind, especially when it's being tailored against this kind of people we are having in Abuja currently now. And that is one of the reasons why maybe possibly the herdsmen were deployed by some elements or some forces that felt that it's an opportunity to still register the presence of herdsmen. That herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen are capable to disrupt anything in Nigeria. And that's what they are trying to pass.
Further to northern youth for boycotting protests. Because the other time they engaged in protests, we saw some minors arrested and arraigned in court, a situation that made the whole world to start reacting. And some of them were being charged.
No, that is not the reason. It's just that they did not act in a fair way of carrying out some level of protest. Some of them brought vengeance, party vengeance into it. Some of them brought some kind of sentiment into it. Some of them also brought, before that protest also, there was this issue of Niger government trying to invade Niger, Niger, and Niger interest in the north, coupled with the Russian influence within the Sahel region too, So those are the things that those are the sentiment that was actually playing us at that particular time. But that is not the reason why You know, so some of them they were apprehended at that level. Remember that the arrest of those youths as at that time was because one, they were holding a Russian flag or whatever. That was the sentiment that was built around it by the government and all that. You know, but what we are saying is that the North seem to have they don't have that interest. You know, the foot drag, or how would I put it? They have certain reservation when it comes to, you know, going against any of their interests in a form of protest. And you know, because of the kind of system and culture and tradition they operate, they pledge their allegiance and their loyalty to one single person. So anything that person says or does or do becomes takes because it places others at that regard. So what I'm saying is that that is not the real reason why the entire northern state should step aside. And remember too that this is APC government. They have certain influence within the governors of the APC in the north.
Okay, now looking at the reason the southeastern youth always stand aloof and avoid protests, because we understand that anytime they are involved, they will kind of try to stereotype and maybe blackmail that it is an Igbo thing. Don't you think that justified to stay away?
Yeah, no. Apart from that, you know, there this injustice and gang up against anything that has to do with Eastern region in Nigeria. It has been there for a very long time, and it has been on and on and on and on and on, and it became very significant.
But don't you think Igbos are justified to stay away?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, you know, because you know what I'm saying. You know the reason. One of the reasons Igbos have more investment than any tribe in Nigeria.
Protest is what they used against former President Ebele Goodluck Jonathan. I remember vividly in Lagos, Nigeria, where group of people that were not informed, people they were used to cause pain in Nigerians, deceive as many they could deceive, prompt to that 2015 election, where they saw all manner of things against President Goodluck Jonathan, and they are today they are empowered, the same set of people. Today now they say Nigeria suddenly don't have any right to protest. That is the country we find ourselves. Notwithstanding, the leaders of this protest, it's not hidden. It's not like NSAS whereby you say, oh, we did not know the sponsor of this protest. We did not know the... Good day, my viewers. If today is your first time of coming across our video, please kindly subscribe to this channel, on your notifications to see what we are doing on this channel. Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt started protests to end cyber crime. In over there in Port Harcourt, they added that Fubara must be returned back, and that is the protest that have started officially today in Nigeria. As you can see some of the pictures displayed in the front of this video, where Nigeria police were directly using tear gas to chase people out of the protest. I don't know when it is now a crime to protest under APC government. The most shocking part of this is that what brought this APC into government was protests. Organizer of this protest of ending to cybercrime that this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime have turned themselves to dictatorship. We are no more in democracy. Is Omowore Sowore without fear of anybody. Omowore Sowore is not afraid of anybody, and he has come out to say that is the one that he knows in due time that Nigerians, they will come out massively to end these criminalities we call our leader. Of course, it is not more obvious that even the blind knows when rain is falling, that the thing is getting more hard for Nigerians. Let's go to what is happening in Rivers State. As we speak right now, civil organizations, many lawyers, many people are telling Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this is no longer democracy. This is a dictatorship situation whereby you single-handedly appointed a sole administrator to take over Rivers State government and is trying to make a law for people, and we are saying no, this is no longer acceptable. And that's why you could see the people of Rivers State today Few of them came out in their numbers to come and voice out this frustration Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing to them. What did Nigeria police? Nigeria police were using tear gas to tear gas people today for broad daylight. What is happening to our democracy? That is why it keep paining me to my bone marrow when some group of people will come, oh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu fought for democracy. Bola Ahmed Tinubu ran to exile. He did not fight for democracy because a man who fought for democracy will not murder democracy in a daylight like this. Then if you're watching this video, I don't care whether you're a supporter of this APC with what they are doing. How do you justify, how do you want me to explain it to my children that there was a time in Nigeria that a man stood and removed an elected governor, remove the House of Assembly member and the deputy, and bring a sole administrative? We, my children, will not ask me, where is the constitution? Where is the law that will permit me? Permit me to say, you that will come out and criticize me, what will I tell to my children? That is the situation on ground in Nigeria. I keep saying it that one of the problems that we are finding today is our politicians, they keep destroying our institution to favor them. Under President Buhari and his cohort, they destroyed Nigeria institution, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu have just started from where Buhari end. Right now, as we longer see, we don't longer have any value in international anymore because we are our leaders are break the laws. No more institution that is working in Nigeria now. If you think I'm lying, name me one institution that is working. No institution. How did they succeeded in destroying our institution? They weaponized this nation with poverty to an extent that they now control the security with money. They control the judiciary with money. If we're to be when Nigeria was Nigeria, tell me the reasonable policeman who know his duty, who is well trained, will carry tear gas and be tear gassing the citizen. Citizens that are not with weapon, citizens that are not with any harm, just protesting on their own. The duty of policeman is to safeguard the citizens who are protesting. But gone are those days. Under this APC government, what they do is to use tear gas to be chasing the protesters. No wonder you see the same River State. As you can see, River State lawmakers that were suspended, they went to London. They all went for London in holiday. They were cajoking Nigerians. That's why when I say, oh, it is Yahoo boys that is molesting this country, the answer is no. Who frustrated people to be doing Yahoo? Are the same these politicians who have acquired our treasury, who have taken what belongs to people and they now take it to be their own. They push so many people who have no alternative to look into criminality by engaging into fraud. It is the same politician that push people into it. Because everybody is gradually find a way to sustain, to feed his or her family. That is the country we find ourselves. And that's why you see the level of criminality, the level of evil that is happening in Nigeria today. We have never witnessed it before. As I speak to you, this House of Assembly members that were suspended, they went to London on holiday. They were happy. And they are jokingly say they have given their life to Christ. They know it is a game plan. That's why we are saying that everything that happened in this River State was orchestrated by Nancy Wike and his boys. We see a few weeks where Bola Ahmed Tinubu came from, that he got to a point where he threatened Wike that Wike must do everything to favor his government. We could see it. It's in the public domain. That's to tell you everything Wike is doing it in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 election. And that's why Bola Ahmed Tinubu has also went on his own way to make sure he suspend Fubara, to make sure he suspend the deputy. The House of Assembly member, of course, is an agreement. They know what they are doing. They want to clear the thing so that after 6 months, if they will allow Fubara to come back, that one which I don't know. But the truth of the matter is that I keep saying it, Ijaw people keep proving themselves that they don't have the strength, they don't have the capacity, because the same thing, the suffering we are suffering today, were caused by Jonathan. Jonathan was too weak in 2015 that allowed these people, set of criminalities, who call themselves leader, who are in affair, the power today to destroy this country. Today, look at where we find ourselves. That's why I'm proud of Senator Natasha Akpoti. If a woman can shake the Senate president, can shake the senators, can shake the government of Kogi State by putting them where to belong, how come you that is a commander of a state, you could not, and you allow them to push you to the wall? The same fight you're supposed to fight then, you did not fight it. Despite you refuse to fight, you are, oh, peace. All I need is peace. I don't need violence. Where is the peace in Rivers State today? Have they not pushed you aside? These are the words of Jonathan in 2015. Oh, my ambition is does not want any blood of innocent Nigeria. Today, the blood of Nigerians are flowing in poverty, in lack. What Jonathan supposed to do in 2015 that Nigeria will be in a safer hand today, he refused to do it because he was so afraid. It's not meant to be a politician. That's why we are saying in 2027, if you are not a politician, don't come out to come and contest. Don't behave the way Peter Obi did in 2023 election. We don't want a pastor. Nigeria politics is not made for pastor. It's not made for imam. If you are not ready to fight, stay aside. Am I saying violence is the answer? No. But the Bible says right from the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffer violence. Men of violence take it by force. If you are not ready to take it violent, if you are not ready to grab what you have and run with it, the same way these people who are in power today did, stay aside, please. Don't waste people's time. Because these are what Nigeria saw ahead that make a lot of Nigeria to trip out in 2023 election and voted against these people. That after what we saw under the government of Buhari, we will not allow it to continue. But they look into Oha because the person we killed under was just too weak in nature. He could not protect what is given to him. As I speak to you, whether you disagree with me or not, but the truth has to be said, and I'm entitled to my opinion. If Obi will have stand and fought for Nigeria then, maybe what we are facing today, we wouldn't have faced it. Whereby we now run dictatorship government. Once you are not in their side, there is nothing. Now, if you think maybe I'm saying rubbish about the case of this River State, let's also move on to what happened in Kano State. As I speak to you today, in Kano now, there are leadership tussle in Kano, whereby the Sanusi belongs to the Kano State governor as an emir. Now, Bayero, in the other side, belongs to the federal government, which is the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You could see the scenario, what is playing on in Kano. These people are doing all their possible best to divide and rule is what they are doing. They have their way in River State. They are also having a way in Kano. Now, we saw yesterday where police sent invitation to this emir of Kano, the one in the side of Kano state governor, that you need to come and answer some questions. Lamido. Now, the question now is that what is the offense of Emir Lamido? Bayero is there, but Bayero belongs to the federal, the power that be. You say when power jam power, the lesser power jam. Federal government has the ultimate say over the states. Look at the crisis these people are just causing everywhere. And the most bottom part of it, that there is hunger in the land. People, they cry now because of hunger. People can no longer feed their children. People can no longer send their children to school. And these are a group of people who say they brought renew hope to Nigeria. But as I speak to you, renew shaggy in Nigeria. 1,005. Before you can make 1,005 in Nigeria, you will see sweat. 1,000 naira now is not up to for you to eat boli in the street. How much is boli? Go and ask how much is boli. When you buy boli and buy granite, I can tell you that you will spend more than 1,005. Now, how is it easy for you to make 1,005? Are these people considering what Nigerians are passing through? The answer is no. They do whatever they like. They do whatever they like, and nobody's talking. If this is your first day of joining us, please subscribe to this channel. Until we come your way again to talk the issue that concerns you and me. We have to start speaking. Speak. If you speak, you will pay. If you don't speak, you will pay. Better stand up. Use your platform. Use your voice to speak. The same way our fathers, our mother, they refuse to speak. Look at where we find ourselves today. The country is now made for politicians. The only people who are enjoying this government are the politicians, the friends of politicians. Once you don't have anybody in government, you don't have anybody that is there, you are on your own at the mercy of God. And that's why you can see now somebody like Romeo Mokri, Femi Kayode, the rest of them now, they are in the list for commissioners. These are the people who have no integrities. But these are the people now that are going for ambassadors. Now, where are the professors who ring the elections for this evil we are facing today? Ask yourself that question. You will be used to destroy the institutions. But remember, a day will come. Nigeria will remember you. You might not be alive, or you'll be alive. But your children, you will be asked, why did your father allow these evil people to use them? Just like the way we remember the judge who delivered judgment in the case of Imo State that told Nigeria that number 4 person is number 1. Today in the history of Nigeria, we cannot forget. We will keep telling our children. Till today, we don't know how the judge arrived that the 4th person is good to be number 1. And that's why many Nigerians, they have given up in our judiciary that the highest bidder win it all in our judiciary. It was not like this during the time of our heroes who stood for this country, who fought for this country. But all we are seeing in Nigeria today is the highest bidder is what will get his victory in the court. Thank you for watching.
Where are you from?